Hello, I'm Keith.
And I'm Vicki, and we have lots of tips and tricks for you about the IELTS speaking exam.
The IELTS exam tests 4 skills. When we ask our students which one they feel most nervous about, they often say speaking. So if you feel nervous too, you're not alone.
And we can help. We're going to show you what happens and give you tips so you can get a good score. In this first video, we'll tell you some general things about the speaking test. But first, let's see how much you know already.
We have a quiz for you, and here's the first question. How long does the test last? What do you think?
The answer is 11 to 14 minutes. It may sound like a long time, but after the exam, most students say it went really quickly.
Okay, another question. How many parts does the speaking test have?
There are 3 parts to the test. Part 1 is a Q&A, so the examiner will ask you questions that you'll answer. They're all questions about you and your life.
In part 2, the examiner will give you a topic to talk about and you'll speak for 1 to 2 minutes.
And the final part is another Q&A, but this time the examiner will ask questions about more abstract topics.
So, every part is different, and in this series of videos we'll go through them one by one and we'll show you what to do and what not to do so you can get your best score.
Another thing you should know is IELTS speaking tests are always recorded.
In some places, the examiner will start the recording before you enter the room. In other places, they will start the recording while you're there.
Hi, take a seat. This is the speaking test of the International English Language Testing System taking place on July the 20th at 6800 Walnut Street, Philadelphia. Centre number AS 555. The candidate is Ksenia Shaw and the candidate number is 89352. The examiner is Vicki Hollett, examiner number 968254. Good morning. My name is Vicki Hollett. Can you please tell me your full name?
Ksenia Shaw.
And what should I call you?
You can call me Ksenia or Kate if you like.
And can I see your identification, please, Ksenia?
Of course, here you are.
Thank you.
And that's how the exam begins. It's hard not to feel nervous, but most examiners are friendly and they're on your side. They'll want you to do well.
Can you tell me your full name, please?
My full name is Jason Arthur Sebastian Robertson III. I was named after my grandfather.
And what should I call you?
Well, I have several nicknames. Some people call me Morse because I know the International Morse Code. And some people call me Cuckoo. I'm not sure why. And some people call me...
Jay shouldn't give a long answer here. The examiner just wants to check his name on her list. So, just state your name briefly.
You can call me Ksenia or Kate if you like.
The examiners record the exam so they can listen back later if they want to check your score. And also so that IELTS can make sure that all candidates are graded correctly and in the same way.
And speaking of grades, here's one last question. The examiner will grade you on different things. Which of these things are important? Are there any that don't matter?
These are the 4 criteria they'll use to score you. The examiner doesn't care about your appearance, so don't worry about wearing a suit or tie. They're just interested in the quality of your English.
The examiner will give you a score from 1 to 9 for each of these criteria, and they're all equally important for your overall score. So let's take a look at what they all mean.
Fluency is about speaking easily, without a lot of hesitation. And coherence is about how well you can connect your ideas so they're easy to understand. So, can you explain your thoughts logically and without too much repetition?
Lexical resource is about vocabulary. Do you know enough words to talk about a variety of topics? Do you know common idioms and which words collocate? So, which words commonly go together?
The next one's grammar. So, how accurate is your English? And how many mistakes do you make? But notice the examiner also wants to hear your range. So, can you use different tenses and sentences with different clauses? More complex grammar will get you a higher score.
And finally, what's your pronunciation like? Is it clear and easy to understand? Having an accent is fine, so long as your pronunciation is easy to understand. The examiner will be listening for how well you connect your speech, your word and sentence stress, and your intonation. And can you maintain good pronunciation across phrases and longer sentences?
So those are the 4 criteria they'll use to score you. The exam tests students at all levels of English, and IELTS publish descriptions of the different band levels. We'll put a link to their descriptors below, and you should check them out.
Well-prepared candidates do best in this exam, so it's great that you found us. Stay tuned for our next videos where we'll have lots of tips. And don't forget, subscribe to both our channels.
And if you liked this video, why not share it with a friend? See you soon, everyone. Bye.